Hey, it's your girl, Miss Jennifer. Now, this is very impromptu. I decided to do this at the last minute, so I'm using my camera phone. But honestly, that's a lot better than the webcam I have. So anyway, I'm just going to show you really quick what I do to make some very flavorful and tasty chicken breasts. This is one way you can do it. Okay, so clearly I've already seasoned them. I decided to record after I seasoned them, but let me just show you what I did really quickly. Right now, you're looking at the top part of the chicken breast. So what I did is first I seasoned the back side of them, and I seasoned them on the back using the McCormick's Grill Mates Montreal chicken seasoning. Just did a light brush of that over it, and then just did some regular old black pepper. Lasts a long time. You can tell I've had this can for a long time and use it a lot. But anyway, so the back side of this only has black pepper and then the that chicken seasoning, and then it has a little bit of the Ocho Cerrillos combo seasoning. So that is also on there. So after I flipped it over, I barely touched it again with the chicken seasoning, and there's a reason why. I only used a little bit of the chicken seasoning on this top portion. That's because I was going to use what I always use, and I'm now out of after using this, but I always use this on chicken, even though it's the steak seasoning. If you ever want to have very good seasoned fried chicken, use this as your seasoning. You don't need to add salt to your chicken. You don't need seasoning salt. You can use exclusively this, and then just however you do your breading for your fried chicken, and it will be amazing. But anyway, so the top part has a little bit of the chicken one, and then the main seasoning on the top is this. And I did do just a light coat of this again. I'm just using lightly this one and the chicken because I don't want them to be over seasoned, so you don't want to have too much seasoning on them. And then I dusted a little bit of the black pepper on them. Okay, so here's what I did. I took some butter, as you can see, and I just put pieces of butter all around the chicken. You don't want too much butter because you don't want it to oversaturate your chicken, but here's my key to what I do when I bake stuff. So here's how I get that nice flavorful taste. Once I break up pieces of butter in whatever I'm cooking, in this case it is chicken breast, I use this garlic powder with parsley seasoning. And what I do not sprinkle this directly on the chicken. This seasoning right here only goes on your butter pieces. Only sprinkle the garlic on the pieces of butter. Then after I did that, and this is optional according if you want heat or not, I use a little bit of the McCormick's crushed red pepper. You can use any red pepper. And I sprinkle that. That's what the red is that you see in the butter. Reason why I do that is because once it gets in the oven, once we get this in the oven and it melts, that seasoning is going to melt along with the butter. And once that butter melts and goes underneath the chicken and around the chicken, all that flavor that's in the butter is also going to flavor the chicken. Okay, so I have already preheated my oven. I have it on about, not quite 375, but probably like 365 right now. You can do anything between 350 and 375, and these are not very thick, so I'm going to cook these in the oven for about 45 minutes, and I will let you guys see the end results. We will be right back. Okay, so they're done. I did not cook these quite 45 minutes because, like I said, these weren't as thick as other chicken. These are a little bit thinner cut breasts. So these were about 40 minutes in the oven, and the only reason why I have my spoon over here is because I was just taking a little bit, and you don't have to do this, but I was just taking a little bit of the juice and butter mix from the bottom and just lightly, drizzling it on top of the chicken. But it is totally done. And let's see, this is a spoon here, so let's just check and see if she's tender. Oh yeah, and as you can see, it's totally done. So that's definitely enough time for it to have been completed in the oven. So yeah, I mean, I cooked this uncovered, so you might, if you prefer to cook yours covered, you can definitely do that. I honestly probably should have put something over it at least for halfway, because you'll retain more juice that way. So it'll be a little bit juicier if you do cover it at least for half of the time that it is cooking. So if you try this, let me know. Or what are your tips? What do you like to do with chicken breast? And for me, I just have to do a little bit more, because chicken breast for me isn't my favorite type. I just prefer wings all the time. So with the breast, I feel like you have to do a little bit more, because it's not as, I guess because it's white meat, even though the wings are kind of too, but it's just different. Like sometimes chicken breast can get dry, so I have to make sure that it's flavored properly for me to enjoy. But let me know how you guys turn out, and if you have anything that you have questions about, or that you might want to see me do a tutorial, just let me know. I may or may not do it, but just let me know. And especially if it's any holiday stuff, let's try out some new holiday desserts or something. All right, until next time, you guys stay fab. It's your girl, Miss Jennifer. Peace.